The Gering School Board met this morning to discuss and take action on the employment status for high school principal Rocky Schneider. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Gering School Board hosted a special meeting this morning to decide whether to retain or release Gering High School principal Rocky Schneider. Schneider was placed on administrative leave earlier this month, and today, allegations of Schneider failing to report key incidents that occurred at the high school to Superintendent Dr. Nicole Regan were brought to light. Counsel for the district said those incidents included sexualized misconduct, professional boundary violations, and violent physical altercations between students that resulted in bodily injury. A reprimand meeting was held on December 8th, and council summarized with what transpired with Byron Olson, the district's director of student services.
Going back through what we discussed, Superintendent Regan met with Mr. Schneider because she maintained significant concerns regarding his repeated failure to report serious issues to her. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yet,
going into that meeting, she intended to continue to work with him on meeting the district's expectations. Is that correct?
She did. That's correct.
And she intended to continue to work with him on establishing a professional relationship. Is that correct?
Yes.
During that meeting, was Mr. Schneider demonstrating an interest to collaborate with Dr. Regan on meeting the district's expectations?
No.
Did Mr. Schneider demonstrate an interest in working with Dr. Regan on establishing a professional relationship?
He did not.
Did Mr. Schneider meet district expectations in communicating with other administrators during that meeting?
He did not.
As of broadcast time, the hearing was still ongoing, but the latest information can be found on our website at kneb.com. Well, despite freezing temperatures, firework retailers in Scottsbluff are hoping for strong sales for the annual end-of-the-year 3-day selling period. This allows retailers like Fireworks Unlimited to tack on a few more days of business operations in addition to their 10-day selling period leading up to the 4th of July. Owner Greg Troutman says that he appreciates the added 3-day selling period.
It's good to have the opportunity, I think, to celebrate New Year's in a different way. And as we've been able to sell over year, more people are getting into the tradition of combining fireworks with their whatever they're doing for their New Year's celebration. So I like the option, and kids love fireworks, and so to get families together is a good option.
He says it's mainly the larger items that sell this time of year.
It's a little chilly, and it starts getting dark earlier, so parachutes are kind of out. Most people will buy one big 500-gram cake for their finale at midnight. A lot of multi-shot cakes where you just light it once and multi-shots go up in the air and explode for your celebration.
Troutman adds that despite the 3-day selling period, there's only a limited time frame to discharge fireworks.
And then the shooting period, like you mentioned, is New Year's Eve from 4:30 to 12:30 is what they get. So, and it's always a good idea, it's been really dry, obviously. Hopefully we'll get some of that moisture on New Year's Eve. But it's always a good idea to brace a cake too, put a brick around your cakes so they don't tip and be ready to ring in the new year in style.
Troutman says he's also preparing for 2022 fireworks sales in anticipation of any possible supply chain disruptions overseas. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking for your next home, or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Everything is merry and bright at Compliments for you and your home. Everything to decorate your home and complete your Christmas gift list is at Compliments. Stop in for great Christmas decor at great prices. From tree decorations like ornaments and ribbons, to Santas and gnomes, to nativities and pictures, Compliments has the decor to brighten up your home. And don't forget, gift certificates are available now. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Compliments, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. The Nebraska State Patrol says one person has died and another injured following a Wednesday evening rollover crash north of Mitchell. NSP spokesperson Cody Thomas says troopers were dispatched to a single vehicle rollover crash on Highway 29. A Ford F-250 pulling an empty flatbed trailer was northbound when a tire blew. The truck lost control and rolled into the ditch. The passenger, 73-year-old Lois Hanley of Crawford, was pronounced deceased at the scene. The driver, 73-year-old Martin Hanley of Crawford, was transported to Regional West in Scottsbluff. Well, students pursuing skilled and technical trades at Western Nebraska Community College will be the beneficiaries of a new Memorial Scholarship Fund. The new Michael F. Ferguson Scholarship, made possible through a $45,000 gift from his estate to the WNCC Foundation, was set up this year. The gift will fund up to 3 $1,000 scholarships per year to WNCC students pursuing skilled and technical trades and will be awarded through WNCC Financial Aid. WNCC Foundation's Gifts and Grants Director Elena Hahn says the institution is thrilled to honor Ferguson's legacy, and Mike's generosity and love for his community will live on through student success in technical trades for years to come. And Nebraska's unemployment rate dropped once again to the lowest level on record in November, beating the previous national record it set the prior month. The State Department of Labor reported a seasonally adjusted unemployment rate of 1.8% last month, down from 1.9% in October. No other state has seen its rate drop below 2% since data collection began in 1976. Nebraska has maintained its status as the state with the lowest rate through much of the pandemic. The October rate was down slightly from the September rate of 2%. Nebraska has struggled with chronic worker shortage even before the pandemic, a trend that has driven up wages and made it difficult for employers to hire and expand.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Closing out 2021 today with some high school basketball highlights and Garrett Nelson in town making a difference. Let's start, though, with that action from yesterday at Scottsbluff High School, where the Bearcat girls and boys basketball teams were going for tournament title victories. In the girls Bearcat Holiday Tournament Championship game, Scottsbluff was entertaining Hastings, and this was simply put the Peyton Berta show. Berta scored 14 points in the first half, and Scottsbluff led by 1 at the break, but then in the third quarter, Berta went ballistic.
Down low it goes to Berta in the paint. The layup goes with the right hand. Berta out of the right corner, and that extends the Scottsbluff lead heading to the bench. That'll also make it tough. Peyton Berta. Man, Berta. Quickly ahead, passing into the front court. Berta. Open three. Peyton Berta. She's got 27.
16 points in the third quarter alone. She finished with 36 and was 3 points shy of setting a new single-game scoring record as Scottsbluff was able to roll to a 72-49 win to close out the calendar year. Now, the boys' title game was a Class B top 10 showdown. The 8th-ranked Cats taking on number 5 Bennington. It lived up to the billing in the first quarter with both teams ripping the net, both squads on pace to score 100. It was 26-26 after one. The tone setter for the Bearcats all day was Austin Tyne, who scored 9 first-quarter points. He had 19 at halftime and finished the game with a season-high 26. Tyne was tremendous from start to finish. Tyler Hari found his shooting stroke in the second quarter and helped Scottsbluff take a double-digit lead to the locker room as he buried 3 threes in that quarter and finished with 13 in the game. The Cats would lead by as many as 18 in the second half, and they'd hold off Bennington down the stretch for a 83-68 win in what was easily their best performance so far this season. Now let's get to Garrett Nelson, the former Scottsbluff Bearcat and current Husker defensive standout. On Tuesday, he was out at the YMCA and Carpenter Center to donate the proceeds of his autograph signing session prior to Christmas. Nelson wanting to make a difference for both area youth football programs.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting in a room that I used to sit in when I was just a little kid, just, where I went to school at and where I grew up. So, giving back to the places that I came from was huge to me. Coming back and with the opportunity that college athletes have now, wanted to take advantage of that and give back to the community I grew up in.
Of course, had to also get his take on where things are at right now with this Husker football program.
Just optimistic. We got some new faces coming in, which is great. Some really, really good coaches that want to coach us and help us win. So that's a positive, but I can't control who comes in or what happens. I can just keep control being a good player, good teammate, and being a good leader for the guys in the program.
Great to see Garrett back in town making a difference for area kids. Want to wish him the best. He's back in Lincoln preparing for spring football and the 2022 season. That will do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance. Developing solutions, delivering success.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, 2 local organizations for the recipients of checks in Scottsbluff yesterday, representing the proceeds of this year's Octoberfest Revived in Mitchell. Rural Radio Scottsbluff Promotions Director Kendra Feather presented $1,500 to the Legacy of the Plains Museum and $2,500 to the Scottsbluff County Fair Board.
Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds was going to be used for the 135th celebration of the fair coming up this year. And then we donate to the Legacy of the Plains to keep the heritage and traditions of the German-Russian heritage, and just like to keep that going with the Legacy of the Plains, so we appreciate it.
Some 600 people attended this year's event, and Feather noted it had more sponsors than ever before. Organizers are hoping for even more attendance when the event comes back next October on a date that's yet to be announced. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a safe and happy New Year's. We'll see you back here on Monday.